mock draft just came out from FanSided. Lions there. We're going to do mock the mock. We're going to mock the mock draft, give you my grades. What do I think about it? Good, bad, and the ugly in this mock draft. Is very, very, very interesting. So you're going to want to go ahead and watch this video. But before we get into today's video, if you think it's a smart and sound idea to draft nothing but defensive tackles in every single round, go ahead and subscribe to my channel because we talk all things Detroit Lions news and rumors. Sometimes being a Lions fan, when you do mock drafts, you can get some interesting players. Also, take that like button with you and let that bad boy get drafted. Let's get into today's Lions mock draft. Like I said here, folks, we got an interesting mock draft here. This one is done by Candace Pedraza from FanSided. 7-round mock draft. Let's go ahead and go through this mock draft. And also, I want to do what I would do instead of what she did at that spot. So we're going to do her draft versus Mike draft. I want you to grade both drafts. I'm just going to do the simulator one time. I even start just to see what it is. But let's go with her mock draft really quick because with the 17th pick, the Lions draft Clemson defensive tackle Peter Woods. Now, look, I like the player. Absolutely do not like the position. This would be a terrible decision. We have needs at tackle. We have needs at edge. Hell, we got needs at safety. And you're going to get a defensive tackle? We drafted Tyleik Williams last year. We have Lee McNeil. DJ Reed, he's a free agent. Roy Lopez is probably going to come back. Drafting a defensive tackle would be a terrible decision. Terrible decision. We have needs. It's not a want. Defensive tackle could be a want. Yeah, it'd be nice to want it. But we have needs. Who's going to protect Jared Goff? Especially if Taylor Decker retires. Who's going to get after a quarterback? I want you to grade this pick here. A, B, C, D, or F. Grade it. I'm giving this one an F. I didn't like it. Let's continue on here. We'll go with offensive tackle Jennings, Dunker, Iowa. Iowa does got a great offensive line. I've spent already countless time talking about their linemen. I don't mind them going offensive tackle, especially when you need one. But I'm not going to wait for tackle in round 2. Why when you can get the best potentially tackle in the draft? You're talking about a position that is going to be sitting there for the next 12 years. I want to get the stud, the number 1 or the number 2 guy available, not the number 5 or 6 when you're protecting quarterback Jared Goff, who is a statue and needs to be protected. And after the next pick, I'm going to go through what I think I would do at this selection with 1 and 2. I'm not liking this draft so far. Not so far. Grade this pick right now. Grade it really quick, folks. A quick shout out to the sponsor of today's video. That's Polymarket. Folks, it is time to challenge the status quo, and Polymarket is now live here to help us do so. You can be part of the revolutionary alternative to Sportsbook with our special invite code. Download Polymarket's new app now via the link that is in the description and comments to unlock exclusive early access and free $10 in your account with the invite code CHAT. Polymarket is a prediction marketplace that lets you make trades of the outcome, sporting bets, and you can see here on the screen, you can buy and sell within a game with live trading. Polymarket has the lowest fees ever. You trade against other people, not the platform. You can cash out at any time and react to momentum swings within the game. You're in control. It's legal and available nationwide to all 50 states on their iOS app now. For this week's playoff Packers vs. Bears game, Polymarket is giving the Packers a 52% chance to win, the Bears a 51% chance. That's odd considering the fact that the Bears are hosting in the playoffs. $10 is waiting for you. No card, no deposit, nothing. Download the app, our exclusive code chat at chatsports.com/polymarket for exclusive early access and $10 free. Link is going to be in the comment section and pinned comment of this video. Check it out. Check it out, folks. Check it out. Next pick the Lions going for is interior offensive line center from Iowa. Again, Logan Jones. We have talked about the Iowa offensive line. I already have. I have been looking at offensive line as the key. I would love this pick. This is a great selection in round 4 for sure. Now, even if the Lions are to pick up a Tyler Linderbaum, I still think you need to do this. Our center position is decimated. Frank Ragnow no longer here. Graham Glasgow, great chance he retires. Iguakin left. Like, our center position, we got Cologne is terrible. So even if they were to go ahead and get a Tyler Linderbaum in free agency, I would be jumping in on getting center, especially from Iowa, Logan Jones. He's a good one for sure. I think you could, if they don't get a center in free agency, I would jump a little bit higher to get center, unless they're going to do, again, a Tate Ratledge move. We don't necessarily know. Linebacker Josiah Trotter, Missouri, not a bad pick here. I've seen a little bit of his work. I haven't seen the next pick. I couldn't tell you about the tight end, Jack Endries. But Josiah Trotter, yeah, he's a good linebacker, developmental player. Again, if Alex Anzalone leaves, you can put Rodrigo, if they decide to bring him back, or whoever, and develop. I don't know much about Jack Endries, but I know that the Lions definitely need tight end. And I have been mocking tight end to the Lions for a while. In the mid to late rounds, considering the fact you have injuries to Laporta, Brock Wright, Shane Zylstra, on and on, right? It makes a lot of sense. They're going edge here with Tyreek Sapp. Again, I don't mind getting a developmental pass rusher here. You should have went earlier. You should not be waiting until round 6 to get a pass rusher. Don't think so. Another one, interior offensive line. I think now we're going a little bit too much with the interior offensive line. You have Christian Mahogany, Miles Frazier. You would have picked up 2 linemen in this draft and a tackle. That's a little bit too much for me. Don't like that. Interior offensive line, Logan Taylor. I didn't even know he went another offensive line. This is ridiculous. You're literally just throwing draft picks away. Not everyone's going to make the team. So this is a very bad mock draft. So I'm going to give my grade of this mock draft really quick. I'm going to give this one a D-. The only pick I liked was going center, really, from Logan Jones, Iowa. Other than that, I'm going to give it a D-. Now let's do a little bit of what I would do here. I haven't even started the simulation, so we're going to just take this as it is. Before we do that, what do you grade the mock draft we just went over? I give it a D-. What do you have? A, B, C, D, or F? Let me know. Let's go ahead and start this or resume it. Boom. We're going to see what the Lions do here with the 17th pick. Peter Woods, yay, that's cool, right? If I'm sitting here, I'm going to go Francis Mauigoa. He is a beast of alignment. And by the way, on a lot of people's boards, he's number 1. That's why when I have him on my mock draft, I put Caden Proctor above him, because I don't necessarily believe he may be there. But if he is there, that's the target, right? If not, Caden Proctor. In my opinion, that's what you're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put him put him on this offensive line, and he's going to be a beast. He's going to go in for Decker if Decker retires. If not, he can play interior. Make no mistake, he can. We're just going to reject. We're not going to do trades in this. We love Kamari Ramsey's safety. This is a special player. This is someone I would love to have on this football team. He's sideline to sideline. He is a Brian Branch type of player. That is a value pick, right? LT from Alabama, Overton. pass rusher. Alabama, big-bodied, 283, 6'4", and where has good old Brad Holmes spent a lot of time? Alabama. That's why everyone talks about Caden Proctor. This would be a nice one if they're wanting to get, look, you understand the Joshua Pascals, they're kind of edge/interior. I think this would be a better option, right? Not the bigger body edge. Mason Thomas as well. That's what I'd be looking at, right? We're looking at edge. We're looking at a defender that can get after the quarterback. But, ooh, Ramsey is good. He is good. So this is a value pick here. I'm going to go ahead and draft my pass rusher. They like the big body guys that can kind of play both. That's what he is, right? All right, now we're sitting here in round 4 because we don't have a round 3 pick. Now, I actually expect the Lions to pick up a round 3 pick just because we do in trades quite a bit. Options here is safety. Safety, you can even look at tight end too. This is the position here, you know, safety, tight end, something that the Lions really need. A safety to me is probably a little bit more of a pressing need. And it's just depending what type of safety you're wanting to get, right? But there's some darn good ones right here that they can get. Penn State, he's good too. Saab, Alabama. Apparently we're going to, you know, there's plenty of options there for the Lions to go. If they didn't get a tackle earlier, you could. I don't see wide receiver being anything on here. Linebacker, potentially. This is a good spot for linebacker and tight end. Right? As they go safety, right? You could turn around and go linebacker here. You can pick up a tight end. But the main part of the draft, right, is because now we're just getting into just filling holes at this point, right? The first 2 picks in this year's draft, it has to hit. They have to hit at the 17th pick, and they have to hit round 2. We need 2 starters, for sure. For sure, in this bad boy. We need to get folks, and I'm just clicking now at this point. I'm just clicking just to get it done. We need folks to help this team out. And these selections are just clicking. I'm not making these as a selection. I'm just clicking to get this thing over with. I just wanted to show you the first couple picks, really. So, don't mind these picks. Just the first 3 picks. Don't worry about these guys. First 3 picks. That would be different than what she did here. Defensive tackle, interior. So give me your thoughts about her mock draft. What would you do different from her mock draft? What would you do? Put in your mock draft in the comments. I really want to know what you guys want, position, how different you would do it if the draft fell your way. Let me know your thoughts in the comments right now.